Psychonauts 2 is a platformer video game developed by Double Fine and is published by Xbox Studios. It is out now on Microsoft Windows, Mac OS, PlayStation 4, Xbox One and Xbox Series X and S, and it is free for Xbox Game Pass subscribers. The original Psychonauts came out in 2005. Unfortunately, it did not do as well as the big games of the time like Halo 2, Resident Evil 4 or Jade Empire, which was a shame as it was really a fun and creative 3D platformer that I remember really enjoying. 16 years later and Psychonauts 2 is finally back and looking better than ever and still has all the charm of the original thanks to a very funny and well written script, great platforming and a large amount of memorable characters. And I must say guys, this is one of the surprise hits of the year for me so far. Psychonauts 2 is a story about a young psychic named Raz and his attempt to join an agency of telepathic agents. The game takes place right after the events of Rhombus of Ruin, which if I remember correctly took place right after the events of the original game, with Raz now a full-time Psychonauts agent. But don't worry if you have never played the first game, as a short video at the start of the game does a great job in bringing you right back up to speed. Being very story driven, you'll have plenty of opportunities to talk to the great characters, giving you a chance to learn more about your fellow Psychonaut interns and mentors. It also means you'll be watching a lot of cutscenes. And sometimes I wished I was watching fewer of them and spending more time playing, but most of the cutscenes are so funny and very well written that I actually enjoyed them a lot.
Hey, you okay in there, Rusty? What's the holdup?
It's Raz. I was just wondering, if there's an intern uniform, how come you guys aren't wearing it?
Oh, well, we're level 2. Now just hand out your clothes and we'll get you that uniform.
Can't you hand me the uniform first?
No, silly. We need to take your clothes and measure them so we can get you a uniform that fits.
Unless you want us to come in there and measure you.
No. Here you go. Just hurry up, okay? It's cold in here and I'm practically naked. Uh-oh. Guys? Oh, come on!
Just like most platformers, you have your typical abilities like double jump and glide, which also have fun psychic powers to them, like slowing your descent from a fall by holding onto a thought bubble that functions like a balloon. Other platforming abilities are more special, like zipping between thoughts, floating through the air, helping you access the more harder to reach areas. The levels take place inside characters' brains, so each one has you exploring a different mental world, all with different themes. One has you jumping your way through a hospital turned casino, and another one has you competing in a weird nightmare cooking competition.
First, our contestant will have to find a very outspoken egg.
Oh, me! Pick me!
Boil it in hot water.
I'm all fired up and ready to go.
Prepare it with an unruly onion.
He said my name!
That's been sliced into pieces.
Just call me Pork Chopper.
Each stage always offered something completely different, which always kept the game fresh, and I really liked that. I also loved how some of the themes dealt with real life problems, things we can all relate to. The world outside of these stages is also lots of fun to explore. These include the Psychonauts headquarters, which has a cool modern retro vibe to it. There is also the nearby outdoor camping area, which has lots of secrets hidden in high places or behind some very fun puzzles. Like most 3D platformers, Psychonauts 2 has a whole load of items for you to collect. And I like how most of these actually help make you stronger, so you're not just collecting stuff for the sake of collecting. Finding cards and mental thoughts will help you rank up, which means that you can improve your psychic abilities, like your pyrokinesis, which lets you ignite a small ball of fire, which can eventually impact a much larger area and do more damage. As pretty and creative as Psychonauts is, it's not quite perfect. Loading screens can interrupt the cutscenes, as you'll find yourself staring at them in between certain story segments. This is especially odd on the Series X because the loading times take like 2 seconds. So you can be watching an important scene 1 minute, then transition to a short animation of a beaver hanging out in the woods. Yeah, I just said that. And then it just takes you straight back to the next part of the story. Also, as great as the environments and character models looked, the animation at times looked a little flat and character movements can look a little stiff too. But the game's art style did remind me of Tim Burton's animated film The Nightmare Before Christmas, which I truly love. But apart from these minor things, I just can't think of anything else I found wrong with the game. And so after 16 years since the release of the first Psychonauts, I am very happy to confirm that the sequel was definitely worth waiting for. It keeps nearly all of what made the original special, including the humour and fun creative levels, but in a more polished visual package. For those who enjoyed the original, or for those that like the idea of a fun psychic themed 3D platformer, then I'm sure you are going to love Psychonauts 2 and will find plenty to laugh about along the way, just like I did. Psychonauts 2 has seriously taken me by surprise. This was not one of the games on my radar this year, but thanks to the fantastic Game Pass, I gave it a go and I'm so damn glad I did. Everything from the fantastic writing, characters, levels, the platforming, the story, it's all here and it's done with a lot of heart. Tim Schafer and his team at Double Fine Studios have done an absolutely wonderful job in bringing Psychonauts 2 to life. And I really hope this sells well and they make a Psychonauts 3. I am going to give Psychonauts 2 a wonderful 9 out of 10. And I'm also going to give it my Joe Cobra's stamp of approval. Thank you so much guys for taking the time to watch my review. I hope you enjoyed it. And don't forget to subscribe, give the video a thumbs up and hit that bell button. And why not tell me down in the comments below, are you a fan of the Psychonauts games? And are you going to be playing Psychonauts 2? Take care out there guys, and I will see you all on the next Joe Cobra video.